Okay, so I have the data like this. Okay, the date wise, but in some scenarios there is a few data has been missing. Okay, hi Subha. So in some scenarios the data is like it won't be in continuing format. Okay, so I have order date like 01 01 2020 02 02 2020, but so I want like 01 02 like this. Okay, like I continuously 1 2 3 4 like this, the like the date, so the count dates. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 continuous date I want, but sometimes there is no fifth date, like is a sixth date, after the 7, after that 9. Okay, what about 8? So the missing dates, okay, the missing dates like whatever the holidays, like on Sunday I was closed my store, so on that Sunday no transaction happened, so I didn't enter any records here. Okay, I want to know on which date my store was closed. Okay, so like that there is a scenario like there is in the real time world the data also sometimes we get data like only transaction dates only we will get, like this 01 01 2020 02 02 2020, because here they entering only the transaction types of data, like whenever my business running that only the data uh, I'm getting. Okay, what about missing dates, like there is a 01 02 should be 01 03 should be, but no, because why that dates I need means, so sometimes the customer needs like this. I just want to know when and all the missing, like they consider what the dates which is missing here, they will consider that dates are holidays or store closed dates. Get it, guys? Get it out? Is it
I
clear, guys?
know.
Yeah. So like that. Okay, so if any holidays, like I don't have a continuous dates formats here, so whenever my business running that dates only, so my store open on this dates on this dates. Okay, what about missing dates? So if I get the missing dates, the record it won't be available. Okay, so that record I'll consider record nothing but this. Okay, the record nothing but this, that closed date I'll consider, the missing date I consider the store was closed. Okay, so we'll see. So to get that calendar, right, to get the dates which and all missing in my store closure date, so I have to create a calendar. Okay, so we'll see how we'll create, that is very important. So here I'll go to new table. Okay, enter the data, create table by typing here this option. Okay, enter data table. So I'm creating a calendar. Okay, I'm not loading any data here, I am not loading this data, I am creating a table in Power BI itself. Okay, so it's called island table, I am creating the table. So it is not coming from any database or any source. Okay, I am creating my own table for my requirement. So enter data, just click on this enter data. So you can see here the column, so it's showing name of the table, I am giving calendar. So here guys, one more thing, whenever you playing with the Power BI, some options for you available here in home, some options available in insert, some options available in modeling. Okay, based on your version, based on like released updates, these options looks different. Okay, sometimes things available in modeling, this modeling tab, sometimes available in home. Okay, sometimes available in here only, like context wise, like it will show in a data format wise, or graphical wise, like this quick measure, new measure, like this. Okay, but don't be confused. When you're doing practice, it's very good to go each tab and go and get like a, just check what this option giving, what this option is giving, what option I'm getting here. Okay, so if you go one by one, it will be very clear. Okay, just try to go each tab and understand why this. Okay, we are here discussing whichever we need in real time. Okay, if we won't go each one. Okay, so things which is important I will discuss, rest of things you have to be find out here. Okay, if just find out, if you have any doubt in that, just come back to me, I'll do clear it. Okay, so I given a name calendar. Okay, new table. So here also you can see the new table in home tab. I'm going to home tab. You can see here it is, enter data. Okay, so what is the difference between it? Looks like it's the same. Enter the data. So what I do, I just enter the data here. So I given the name right, calendar. So I just enter the data, it will like this. Else I don't want like this, so it's a bit confused. Enter the data in the sense it's a bit confused. So what I do, I just remove this. So in coming versions they're removing some things which is make confused to the user. Okay, here three dots is there, just remove it, no need this one. Okay, go to modeling, here new table option is there. Okay, you can create a new measure, quick measure, new column also, but why it's a hiding, you can see here it's not appear, like it's not inactive, because we don't have any table here. If we have table, in the table columns available, that time it will activate. Okay, but here there is a chance we can create the table, so that it's showing the option. Okay, I'm in modeling tab, go to this new table. See here it's asking the table name. First you have to give table name like calendar. So it's my own calendar, guys. Okay, so I'm giving like just calendar, the name I'm giving. So it's my own calendar, for my requirement I'm creating it. Okay, so now in that calendar I'm going to create a date. Okay, so just give calendar. You can see here calendar, start date, end date. So it's showing the format. Okay, from which date to which date you want. Okay, I want 2 years data, like continuously 2 years dates calendar I want. Okay, it's asking start date, end date. What is the start date? So guys, and one more thing, whenever you are using the DAX, whenever you writing the DAX functions, so it's very important to understand how the format is moving. Okay, so I just given calendar because I'm writing the format called calendar. I'm creating a calendar for my requirement. Okay, so you can see here when I given calendar, you have to read this. Okay, written a table with one column of all dates between start and end date. Okay, so start date, so start date I have to give it from which year, which month you have to start. Okay, so before that you have to give date, because the format is date, right? So date, again you can see here that format should be in a year, month, day. Okay, the year I'm giving 2020, comma, month I'm giving 01. So 01 is a day. Okay, just close it, comma, end date. Okay, again I'm looking at date format, just give year 2021, 31st December. Okay, the month the month is 12, the date is 31st. Just close this. Okay, enter. see here. So 2022 can just drag and drop 31st 12 2021. Okay, it's created. Okay, the calendar created here. So I have only one date, right? I have only one date now. So what I need from this, okay, now from this this calendar one date, how many things I get individually 2020 month, quarter, year, and another format of date I get, right? So just click, you just click here the format you looking, which format you looking. I just selected this. You can see here the format. So I'm looking the format here, this date format. You can select which one, which one you want. Okay, as per the requirement. Okay, I'll select date, month, year. Okay, okay, fine. I'm selecting this one. Okay, you just select. You can see that I don't want timestamp here, so it's coming. See 0101 2020, 0201 2020. And from this I need individually year. Okay, so there is a new column option. Okay, you just click. See, next to this only one new column I'm adding. So with help of this column I get whatever dates I want. Okay, I give a name here for this column, year. Okay, year. So from this, right, just year of what it's expecting, one date it's expecting. So what is that column, date column? This date only. Okay, so I'll give. See guys, one more thing, date. Okay, D. See this one. Okay, so this is a table name, the calendar. This is a column name, so which we created, that table name it is. Okay, so in the table this is a column name, don't be confused. Close it. So I'll get here from this column. See, I got here. Now I want quarter also, so same way, same. So just click new column. So give a name, QTR. What is quarter? 3 months is one quarter, right? Jan, Feb, March is first quarter. April, May, June is second quarter, like that. Okay, you just give Q. You will get here quarter, and what is the date? So date. So which date? Which column? This is a calendar date column. Okay, just close this. You can see first quarters. So how many quarters you look? See here, 4 quarters. Okay, you can filter out also here. Okay, you can filter out. So I want second quarter. Just select second quarter. You can see only second quarter. So what is the second quarter here? See the dates also. Okay, so this is how we'll create the calendar date. Okay, so I'll show you what is the use of this. Now I'm keeping this, so I will load one more table here. So I have to go home. So I'm going to load one table. So I'm extracting one table from Excel workbook. So data set, from the data set I have the column, have the table called data test, right? So data test. So this is one. Okay, now what I'm going to do, so I created one calendar within the Power BI with name of a date column. So my source table coming with this calendars. Okay, I do join between these two. Okay, date and order date. Okay, you just load this table first. So the table loaded. You can see here. So this one which I created. Okay, and you can see the symbol here. The columns which I the table which I created, that it will presenting with the symbolic calendar symbol, like is nothing but a table, okay, created within the Power BI, right? So it's a symbolic. So if I create any column like a measure column, add a new column, for that also it will come with a calculate symbol. Okay, so there is a few things, guys. Just load the data in a sample data in Power BI. Just before changing the data, just check. After the changing the data, just check. Okay, you find the variation here. It's very important. Like I just blindly loaded the data. See here, I just loaded this data from data set, right? Data order and all. Okay, so after changing, like if I add any column within this table, I'll check. Okay, now I'm going to this table. Okay, so I am in this table now, the data set. I want price quantity, so I want sales, like price into quantity gives total sales amount for me, right? So price, individually price is there, the total quantity for this product I'll get 20 rupees here. Okay, so that is my total amount. So I'm going to add one new column. Okay, here new column. See here, oh sorry, I clicked on this. Sorry. So instead of new column, okay, click on, okay, just click on new column. So you can see here new column added. So I'm giving a column name. So for this table I am adding one column. My requirement is price into quantity result I have to display here, so that, okay. So I'm giving the column name sales. Sales. So here the column name is price, right? So you have to find with the table name. So where is the price? You can see here date test. Okay, so that is my table name. Okay, date test into quantity. Okay, just give QT. So you can see here QT. Just enter. Okay, so I got my sales amount. So simple. You can see simple expression given, like a price into quantity is a sale. So 10 into 2 20, 10 1 are 10, 20 1 are 20. Okay, like this I got. So this is my sales column. Now what I do sum on this sales column, so that I'll get total sales for all these products, right? So if I select any of the date, so you can see here for this order date, what is the sales is a 20. Okay, for this order date, what is the sales? 10. Now I want to present this data in front end, in visualization, in attractive dashboard. And so here dates 01 January 2020 sales are there. What about 02? I don't have 02 here. Okay, I don't have 02. And one more thing, I have one more table here, calendar table. So I'm planning to join with this date column with this table column. Okay, so the format is different, right? I'm going to change this format like this, like this, like this format. Okay, so DD YY, in this format I'm going to change. So just select this order date. So I'm in this order date. So go to format, So DDMM fiber, right? This one. Fine. Now I go to model. Okay, fine. Now if you go to model, you can see the tables are individual. It's not performing join. Okay. Now I'm going to report view. We'll see individually here. This table, two tables individually. We'll see. So now I'm in front end. Okay. I'm adding this table. Sorry. Okay. Now this is the table. Okay. So from first I'll show you if you have any tools. Okay. So I'm selecting this table. I want to see this data individually. Okay. So table, select this table, keep it here. So this is one table and this columns belongs to this table and this column belongs to this data test table. Okay, I'm just selecting this, just select quarter. So you can see here automatically. So this is created by me, right? This calendar created by me for my requirements. Okay, I just created 3 columns, guys, right? Date, quarter, year I created, but why day, month by default is coming? Okay, because last class I discussed that Power BI intelligence, if you have date column here, automatically it will try to find hierarchy, it will try to create hierarchy, okay, on your dates. Okay, year, quarter, month, day. So it will give its performance like a in advance. It will give you some information. You can utilize me like this also. Okay, so no need to confuse here. So in my back end, if you see, I have only 3 columns here. See, I created only 3 columns, date and a quarter, year I created. But what Power BI intelligence did, it's provided me hierarchy like a date hierarchy on date column, year, quarter, month, day. Okay, so whenever if you load any table with a date column like this, with a date column, any with a date format column, the Power BI intelligence, it will provide you hierarchy, year wise, year, quarter, month, day, individually. Okay, so it's a intelligence in the sense, based on column name and the format, the Power BI try to give you some more information for your requirement fulfill. Okay, now I'm in report view, right? So I just loaded this, so which I created calendar for my requirement. I'll make it a little bit big. Column items. So I'm just increasing these columns and values, guys. Okay, you just select this visualization. You can go to format. So whichever visualization you are selecting related to that visualization, you can change the format here. Okay, values. Okay, column headers is this month, day, quarter. Okay, values in the sense under this fallen the values. Okay, okay, 90. So you can see here, so year, quarter, month, day, quarter, year again. Okay, now why this year again it's came? Because I created, right? I was looking year, but by default Power BI also created year for me. So if you want that year you can use, else no. See, this hierarchy itself year available. I created in backend, right, with the date column. With one column I created many columns. So I don't want this here. Just keep it. Skip it. Okay. Now I want to see the 2020 dates. Okay. You can see here. Just select this. Just select. So I got this. I don't want this quarter also. Now filter I want. Okay, I need one filter. So the filter symbol you can see here, the slicer. Okay, so just an empty space, if you double click this option will come. Okay, you just click here, just click on this filter. So I want like a filter here. I want one filter, so I'm dragging drop this. So this is a filter, so I'll increase the format. Title. Okay, so I don't want the filter style like this. Okay, filter in the sense, if I select anything here it has to be changed. Okay, like a think I'm in application, like any Flipkart application, I'm applying filter. Okay, this model I want, that model I want, according to that the data perform for you, right? The same way here. So I don't want filter like this. So here the symbol you can see here, the drag and drop. Okay, list. Now just click on 2020. So you can see here only this is 2020 data, only this 2020 data. If I select 2021, 2021 it's giving. Okay, but quarter wise, like year, quarter, Jan, month, like this it's giving. Okay, but I want information like continuous dates. I was looking, right, continuous dates I was looking. So test. So this, so this is not table. Okay, go to backend. So this is my calendar date. So I have the column. The column name is date. Make it the rename of this. You can rename of the column here itself. Okay, you can rename here, or you can rename here. Okay, you can rename here also. Okay, I'm just renaming here. Just calendar date underscore t. Okay, just I'm looking this name. So dt. Okay, just go to front end. So this one. Okay, just select this. I'm looking this date t within this. Okay, select. It's not coming. Just unselect all of this. I'm looking only one column which is presenting single date. Okay, go back and just copy this, make it duplicate. We'll see why it's so I'm not able to duplicate this, so I have to go home. To transform data. So I'm just I'm in this. Okay. So here I came in a Power BI query editor. Okay, in a, from this transformation tab. So for me it's showing here two tables, right? One is a calendar table which I created in Power BI. This one is a data test which is coming from the backend, okay, like from source, outside source. So in transformation tab, this day calendar table not presenting, because see in transformation table, transform data, so only one table it's presenting. So the table is data set which is coming from Excel, this Excel data. Okay, why? Because this is not outside table, right? Within this is outside table, so that is presenting. So I can do some modifies, more modifies in the Power Query editor, but I can do some few modifies in the data view, here in the data view on this calendar. So I'm looking on this calendar the individual dates, this individual date I'm looking. Okay, now I'll make it new column. I'm going to add one more column here. So I'm giving a name, column name, test date. So column I'm just giving test date. So date, the format I'm looking date. So what is this one? Okay, year. Oh, sorry. So I want to make it a copyright. So I'm just giving you calendar, start date 2020, end date 2020. Okay, let's see what we'll get. Error, because it's expecting start date, end date. Okay, so if you give calendar here, so sometimes it will ask you what is the start date and date. Okay, so when I'm giving calendar here, in the calendar itself it will ask, okay, calendar, so it will ask start date, end date. Okay, if you give start date like a 0101 like that, it won't identify until unless you won't use date format. Okay, in this date format, until unless you won't use, it won't show you what date you are looking at. Okay, year, month, day, you can 2020 01 01. Okay, just close this, sorry, close this. Okay, now comma, end date. Okay, if your DAX function which is written by you, if it is correct, it will go smoothly, else it will go error. So if I give double comma, you can see here it will highlight with red mark. Okay, it will highlight with red mark. You can see the symbol here in the red. This is like kind of alert, so your expression going wrong way. So just remove this comma, and end date I am giving again date year 2021 31st 0 sorry 31st and 0. Okay, fine. This two day is 31st. Okay, so here the bracket starting from this calendar, one bracket. Okay, I opened. And one more thing guys, here how many brackets you are opening, that many brackets should be closed. Okay, now I just enter one bracket here for date. This bracket ended, you can see it will highlight where it is going to be end, like where it can expecting the end bracket. So if I select this, it's ended. What about this? So nothing, right? So if I enter here, if I enter, it will show me error. So here you can see a table of multiple values was supplied where a single value was expected. Okay, this means we have to give on closing bracket. So it's already taken here, so I'm going to close this, enter. I'll enter one, right? Okay, why, what happened? Calendar date, why, what issue here? Calendar date, something went wrong. You just compare what mistake we given. So calendar 2020. So here also we see everything we give. So okay. Just copy and paste this column. Let's see. Control C. Same showing. Okay, because here I am making one more duplicate. I am creating one more duplicate column, right? See, here already calendar is there, the column calendar column is there. If I want, I can make it duplicate, but again I'm creating one more calendar on the same date, so it's not allowed. So if I click here, you can see here a table of multiple values was supplied where is single value was expected. Actually one column, like one date column is enough for my reporting. Again I'm creating means, so it's not allowing. So one unique date column is enough for this. So I'll just remove this. Okay, you can remove from here, else you can remove from here. There are three dots, just remove, delete from order. So like this you have to do some uh, tricks. So how it works, if I do some overlap of this column or header or column ID, column name. Okay, now I'm going to front end. So now I want to build relationship between these two tables. Okay, on this, on order date, on this date T, and I'm going to build. Now this is individual tables, so you can see the data here very less for this data set. Okay, for this data set the data is very less here, but if you see for this calendar, see this many are there. If you see this is a small data, but here if you see, so the dates, see how many dates are continuing here. So continuous dates are there, right? Continuous dates are there. So we'll see how. So I'm going to report view. Now in report view I'm taking this filter as tabular format. Okay, instead of this here I am going to select this table data. Okay, so order date, product, sales, these three columns I'm selecting for this table. So you can see here, so Jan, Feb, April, May, June, so automatically here also this order date, the this Power BI intelligence created for me year, quarter, month individually. Okay, now what I'm going to do, so if I apply any filter guys, so this is belongs to this table. Okay, this is belongs to this table. You can see the highlights, this is belongs to this table. Okay, if I apply any filter, so it will impact on related table only. Okay, it will impact on related table only. So we'll see how it's. Now so this table is different and that table is different, right? You can see here, if you highlight, this is we created, we created just now the calendar, right? That calendar table, this one from my Excel it's coming, right? That one. Okay, so I'll just take month here as a filter. Okay, filter, for filters we have to use a slicer. Okay, just select on canvas and slicer, select a okay, select month. Okay, just drag and drop month here. So you can see here Jan, Feb, March, April. Okay, if I select this filter, which table reflect, this table or this table, which one? If I select this table column like as a filter, which one will highlight here, this one or this one? I mean changes. Anybody? Okay, so I'm selecting Jan. See, this January highlighting. Okay, is it highlighting as per my changes? No. Feb I'm selecting, you see, this one only for my requirement it's allowing to change, it's not impacting. Okay, if I want to impact this also as per my selection, I have to build relationship in backend. Guys, is it clear for everyone what I'm trying to tell here?
Yeah, bro.
So if I select any of the filter here, the Jan, only this one table like interacting with me as per my selection, but it's not interacting with me. If I want to interact, guys mute please. If I want to interact this table also, I have to build the relationship between these two tables. Okay, so I just go to modeling, so build relationship between these two tables. Okay, I just drag this column and place it in this date. Okay, you can just double click on this line like a relationship. You can see the relationship build this date entity and order date. Okay, fine. So one-to-one relationship I made. Just save. Okay, and go to table view. You can see guys, based on my selection, you can see for this so I selected here date. Okay, date. So for this date, this is my sales. Okay, I see, I don't have I don't have here for Jan 2nd 2020 sales. I don't have. Okay, I have only 0101 2020 sales. Okay, I don't have 02. Okay, but I'm getting date here. So for 0101 2020 sales are showing for me. The total sales 20. Okay, if I select to 0201 Jan 2nd, see no sale. It means it's saying there is no sales for this order or this date. Okay, because how I'm getting, so I created the calendar, right? I created the continuous calendar. From the calendar I got continuous date systems. Okay, from the continuous date system I got this column. From this column I can find out whether whether my continuous dates are there or not. Okay, so you can see now. I just in this table I just drag and drop this DTT. Okay, this column I drag and drop in this, so that I can get continuous dates here. Okay, I get continuous dates here. So just you can see, so 0101 2020. So here, so the dates which are available in backend, that dates only presenting, but it's not presenting the dates which is missing. Okay, so here based on my filter I can find out which date, for on which date this orders happen, on which date not. Okay, to do that we have to do some like a scenario wise. So this is my filter. I want to check these filters. See, no data present for this, no data present for this, no data present for this. So it's mean I have only these dates. Okay, okay, we'll see 0104 2020, 0104 2020. Why data not coming for this? It's there, right? The cap 0104 2020. The data should come. Just filter. Okay, just remove this date T. Okay, I think this format is in different. Like this is coming like 01 DT only. Wait, see the relationship 1 to many. So the relationship 1 to 1. Okay, the relationship 1 to 1. It's mean, so if I have matching date here, like only the date should be unique and this should be unique. Okay, it's called 1 to 1. Okay, only one date should be with one date. If I go for 1 to many or many to many, so you can see here many to many. So if I select many to many, matching data, non-matching data, both will come here. So we'll see the changes here. So I selected menu to many now, so it's going to save. So you can see here star symbol. Okay, I'm going to report view now. So if I bring, you can see for this table columns I selected this. Okay, the data set. Okay, I'm bringing one column from this date, like this calendar table is there, right? From this I'm getting this table, like this column I'm going to bring it here. So you can see here, so I'm just unselecting this. You can make it like this also. Okay, so here now I'm applying some filters. You can see for this 0101, for this 0101, this is my sales. Okay, so if you see your source data, you don't have 0201 data here. You have for Feb 2nd you have, but you don't have Jan 2nd. If I select Jan 2nd, no data available. If you select Feb 2nd, you get the data. Okay, Feb 2nd where it is. So now I am in Jan, so 0101, right? So like that, you can bring month also as a filter. Okay, month also you get as a filter. So you just select this slicer. So this month I'm going to select here. Okay, as a filter, you can see for this date. Else you can see in Jan month what is my sales, in Feb what is my sales. Okay, I'm selecting Jan. See, in Jan month I have only 36 sales. And one more thing guys, one more slicer I'm bringing here. So I'm bringing year. Okay, I'm making as a list box. So I'll just increase the size of this filter. Okay, just item, the size, this one. Okay, now I'm going to give same format to this. Okay, format painter, this. Okay, the same format and this. Okay, now I want to see my sales, right? So if I select Feb 2020 2021, also selecting, because I'm just saying Feb month, I'm not saying for which year it is. Okay, so that it's selecting 2020 also, 2021 also, because Feb available in 2020 and 21 also. Okay, if you want to go individually, you have to apply filter in year also. So you can see here for 2020 Feb sales now. Okay, if I remove 2020 filter, you can see 2020 2021. So I'm just saying to the report only 2000, like only Feb month sales I want. I'm not giving intimation like I am looking for specific year, so that both years data is showing here. If I select 2020, okay, for 2020 which months are available, that whole month's data it will show me. Okay, if I select 2021, that, and if I want to check for 2021 specific month, you can go and select in April. If I want to select on specific day, you can select here, but I have only one date, right? Except that I don't have any date, so that is showing that. So this is how we will play with the dates. Okay, so the calendar which we created in real time also must and should, there is a chance to create the calendar. Okay, without that calendar you won't get like this continuous states guys. Okay, so you just see I am getting this date from this calendar. Okay, like a continuously I'm getting, you can see here continuously I'm getting. Okay, if you observe, okay, I'm trying to bring from this date. Okay, from this date, so we'll see what is the difference between this calendar date and this dates test date. Okay, so I'm bringing this slicer, so order date, so I'm making list, make it a format, the same format. See, if you want to make it in the same format, your slicers, filters, okay, select any slicer and make it the format, and there is a format painter, so just apply here. The same style it will present for you. So format painter, just apply on this. date. Oh, it's not changing. Sometimes it won't. Okay, I'll make it items. Okay, so see, I have, okay, it's applied items. Okay, fine. See, so this order date coming from, just remove all the filters, just remove all the filters. We can see this is available dates for me, okay, from this orders data set, okay, which is coming from this, okay, this table, this call, this dates only available here. You can see here only this dates only available for me. So I just have the, which is the dates which is coming from the source, the 01 01 2020 02 02. What about missing dates? I don't have missing dates, right? So to bring the missing dates only, I created this calendar, okay. So you can see from this continuous date system I have 01 02 03 continuously dates formats and dates available for me. But here from this source system I don't have continuous dates, okay. So you see, if I select 02 2020, if it is available it will come, because of course this dates only, this for this data only I have the orders, okay. And if you select from this, means whatever the dates available here, here also available, whatever dates available here, it's not available here, because it's only having the transaction dates, means order dates only it's available, which is available from the Excel. If I select a missing date here, the 02 is not available, you can see nothing is there. So I can say this is a continuously dates it will provide you, okay. This is like a, it's empty, it's a empty system. Like missing dates, I can consider it is, I can consider it is missing date, like that day, that day I don't have, that day I don't have transaction, like that day I don't have sales, okay. So this is how we'll play with the calendars. Is it clear, guys? Any doubt here why we are creating the date here? For all, say yes or no at least.
Yeah,
Yes,
bro.
bro.
Yeah, it's clear.
So why we are creating here calendar means to get, to generate the continuous day system, okay, to know how, where my data is missing, where my data is available, okay. For that we will create the calendar. So in real time scenarios it's very important. So sometimes your data missing that date, so for that date they ask you to provide some reporting, like which and all missing, so on which day my store was closed or it was opened, like. So the missing dates they will consider that day no transactions happened. So I'm selecting something here 03, so no data present for me, okay. If I select from here no data present for me, so it's mean on that day my store was closed. So if I select any of this date, so it's mean, so from this, so I'm getting this data, so that my store was open, so that sales was 20 on this date for this quarter, for this year, for this month, for this day, for this product, okay. So like this we do slice and dice on this information in report, so that it will give clear picture, okay. Now so you understand the calendar, so why we going to use the calendar. So here there is a upper text, like a text functions, so I'll show you where you do use it. Now I'm going to date, like a sorry data format. So here, okay, I don't have this product. So this product I have, so I'm going to use like this pencil, pen and all is there, right? So this and all I want to make in uppercase, like in a capital letter. Okay, just new column. So keep it original column as it is. So I'm just making this to understand how we can build this. So just give a name. I'm giving okay product, the column name. So upper, you can see here upper, which one you are looking, which column you are looking. Okay, the product PRO. So you can find out. Okay, I know the column name, so I just written the PRO. So which are all related to that PRO, like this column I'm looking. So just enter this, close, just enter. You can see the which are in small letters is reflected in capital letter. Okay, so I'll just teach you the one format, the text. Okay, so here concatenate is there. So what you do that with the concatenate. Okay, just copy. Like guys, here the upper, it will convert from small letter to capital letter. The lower also is lower is a small letter. Okay, left. So you just try to do practice this weekend. Okay, so that you will understand what exactly this text functions are doing. Okay, what exactly this text functions are doing. So I'm going to provide this notepad you guys, so you know how to utilize this. Okay, so go to data, lower the data. Okay, I'll provide you this data set also. This data set also I'll provide you. So go to the data, here the data tab, add, click on new column. Just click on new column. So on which column you're going to perform. Okay, on which column. So now I'm in text, like this is a text column, right? So I'm doing some text functionality, text tags. Okay, I'll give low, okay, the name I'm giving just okay, lowercase. You can see here lower. So what text you're looking, the product column.
Capital to small letter.
Yeah, so it will give you in required format. Okay, like this. Okay, just try to perform this, so we'll look rest of things later. So upper, lower, left, right. So it will it will give you prompt guys. Okay, it will give you prompt. So again I'm selecting something here. So left I'm going to use a left function. Just left to left. So just see, you just give left here. Okay, you just give left, select the left. It will give you what text you are looking. It's mean what column you're going to perform on this left. Okay, so I'm looking text, right? Perform the product, like a text in the sense I have only one text here, that is a product names here. Numbers I can't perform right on text. So I'll select product. So this is the one. Okay, so comma, number of characters. So from left side I'm looking number of characters for this. Okay, from this side, so I want only 2. So just give a number 2, close it. So the my output is PE, PE, CA, PL, like this. Okay, just enter. You can see only 2 characters. Okay, so this is how we'll play with the text functions. Okay, so you can check all function, no issues. Okay, until unless you won't do practice, this will be yes. So guys, and here I provided you the link also. I guess I provided you link, right? I think same link I provided you. Yeah, this link only I also provided you, so you can go here. If filter tags functions, table manipulation, and so many functions are there, but each function if you do means, I mean, here I have in notepad all are important function which will mostly repeat in real scenarios. Okay, but interview perspective there are so many things like year to date, y to date, quarter to date, like some logical things they will ask. Okay, this and all, once if you do practice then only you will understand. Okay, so for from teaching you get some information, but practice you get lot of information. So that the main thing is you have to do practice. Okay, the practice is the thing here. Okay, fine, I'm going to share this with you guys. I just make it practice this.